Yo, what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. Feel like I just left y'all. But look, Ynw Juvy father just did an interview with the Crime and Law Network, and he had some wild things to say about Officer Francois. Check him out.
Chris, why do you think that this happened? Why do you think, Melly did this? Because, Melly is on trial. The state has to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt that he committed these crimes. But why do you think this happened?
I think the story about the 200,000 with Anthony was a true story because it's not reported, but Chris told me the same story, and also with a $500,000 play, and Melly was going to get 200,000, Sack was going to get 200,000, Chris was going to get 100,000, and as I'm hearing it from Chris, they was going to sell the YNW brand, not a record deal or nothing like that. It was like for the brand itself, and by them being founding members, they was going to get a piece of the pie. So I don't think Melly did it on his own. I think that manager guy got in his ear and did a little divide and conquer. Because if it was up to Sack, it would never be a 100K management.
They were going to sell the YNW name for licensing or to sell products. What do you mean they were going to sell the name?
For marketing, licensing, stuff like that. I think they want to go up on the bigger umbrella just to push them, I think. Push the brand more global. That's what I'm thinking.
And so you think that Melly wanted a bigger cut of that then?
I think Melly didn't want to give them guys nothing. He wanted to be the only one to shine. And then they came to town next day and gave the mothers 15,000, the other mother 10,000. So I thought to myself, if Sack was going to get 200,000, Chris was getting 100,000. If we could pay these people 25,000, keep 275,000, that's how I saw it. It just nothing added up. And Melly still to this day for me to hear him call them boys his best friend is an insult. That is an insult.
Was there any sign of bad blood before your son's life was taken and before Anthony was killed? Or was there any tension there that you knew of?
Not with Juvy, not with Chris, but you heard things about him and Anthony getting into like altercations about disputes about money over certain situations, and they got in a fight prior to that, and they said, like, the story that they say Sack beat him up and knocked his goals out in front of his girlfriend, and like 2 days later, I think that's when the incident happened.
And y'all know we call him Officer Francois because of the King Von situation. That name was being screamed loud over the walkie-talkies or the police scanners. You feel me? And it was kind of strange, being as though that's his name. Now look, we done heard a lot of allegations about this guy, 100K track. I don't know if they true or false, but this narrative that the father is running with, Ynw Juvy father, he should have told that to the state's attorney, because that makes more sense than the picture they try and paint, straight up and down. But look, that's not all he said. Some more things came out in this whole interview. It's actually wow, because come to find out, two of these guys that was murdered share a sister.
Yes. Chris and Cortland share a sister, and she's my daughter. Her and Chris had the same dad, which is me, and her and Cortland share the same mom. And she took the side of Melly. She still today screens Free Melly all on her Facebook, Instagram. She'll go live with the Free Melly shirts, and they just got her brainwashed with the money. They just showering her with gifts and Cortland and got my daughter just brainwashed to the fact that she wishing the killer of her brother was free. And I just don't understand.
So it's so much going on behind the scenes of this YNW case, where so you got family members involved. One side of the family, as far as the sister, is sticking with Melly, talking about Free Melly, Melly this, Melly that. But then the father is saying Melly killed his son, so I don't know what to believe. I'm going to tell y'all this. I've been keeping my eye out on this trial, right? And at first, I thought the state had a rock solid case, but after listening to the prosecution lay a case out and the defense following it, shit, I don't think their case is strong at all. I think what happened with this case is it was done in a small town and they didn't have the resources to fully investigate it. Especially when you hear from YNW Melly defense lawyer, because there was other suspects in this case that the state never pursued. They never really crossed all their T's and dotted all their I's and investigated all avenues. They just pointed straight to Melly. And if you do things like that, you leave room for error. Now look, I'm going to continue covering this trial. I'm going to keep y'all updated. I think what Ynw Juvy father just mentioned is wild allegations. Wild allegations. And 100K Track got a lot associated with his name. But I want to know, how do y'all feel about this? Like, I ain't really going to slander the man because I don't know if it's true or false. But these allegations is, shit, what's the word you can use for it? Explosive. Straight up, explosive. This man is saying that 100K Track somehow got in YNW Melly head to tell him, look, man, we going to sell this brand. But, yo, shit, man, we might need to cut the fat. You know what I mean? More money for you. And the father's a legend. That's why SACKCHASER and Juvy was killed. But I want to know, is y'all feeling that narrative? Straight up. Let me know in the comments. Just keep it G News. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, support the real. And I'm out.
Need some praying, people feel like I'm stuck. It's seeping deep, but don't be smoking shit that you ain't roll up. I'm trying to teach you. Niggas singing up their nose on the low and think I don't know it. Mama lying for my bro, cause we wrong and think I don't know it. If it was get it poppin' time on the grind and I jailed on you, God please take my breath from my body, I fell bro. I've been in every war, holding every shield, swinging every sword. I stood and never ran. Why would you blind, try to steal my glory? Put that on my stripes, I ain't never back down or folded up in my life. I've been thugging like this, I've been thugging like this, I've been thugging like this, I've been thugging like. If I'm lying, God take my sight, never let a bro starve in my life. I've been thugging like this, I've been thugging like this, I've been thugging like this, I've been thugging.